Having a kundli in your pocket, in your phone, in your tablet will come handy, because whenever there is a transit and you are watching such videos, you can directly go to your horoscope and check how it is related to your own horoscope. How is the Dasha Mahadasha right now running in your life? And for that you can book a Kundli PDF report, which is an elaborate report, a system generated 300 plus pages report, which caters to your need of all the astrology data. It feeds you with not only your basic charts but also detailed Shodash work chart, divisional charts, all the types of Dasha, Mahadasha, Antardashas, and also an overview of 10 years of your life with current year predictions. This gives you a great guidance and a bird's eye view of your life in the future, how the future holds for you, and you can decide for yourself whether you want to take that step that you are thinking of. So book your Kundli PDF today and keep the destiny in your own hands. You will get a bonus numerology section if you book our detailed Kundli PDF. For more types of PDF reports catering to different yogas, catering to all the 20-year analysis, 10-year analysis, check out the website. Aries Ascendant. For Aries, Mars is moving in the 6th house in Hasta Nakshatra. This is a moon nakshatra, so it is going to create real estate related success in your case. Also, Hasta is something which is connected with your hands, and therefore Hasta Nakshatra will help you grow more bold. It will improve your communication. It will give you new opportunities in life, and it will increase the competitive spirit. Hasta Nakshatra also help you overcoming the enemies, but you will be overwhelming yourself by taking too much of responsibility at your level. So avoid aggression, avoid overwhelming anything that overwhelms you, and avoid giving too much of commitment. In this case, praying to Bhagwan Hanumanji by chanting Hanuman Chalisa on every Tuesday will be very, very helpful. Now when Mars goes in Hasta Nakshatra, Hasta being the nakshatra of moon, it will impact your 4th house. So this will definitely do some impact on, it will give some impact to your home, to your car. So if you're driving a red car, or if you have red color clothes like curtains and prominent red color in your house, be a little careful in that case. Taurus. In case of Taurus, Mars in Hasta Nakshatra will be basically in the 5th house, and Mars rules your 7th house, Mars rules your 12th house. Now in this case, the recommendation is that when Mangal is in Virgo and it is in 5th house, it can affect your gut, it can affect your digestion, it can make you very aggressive, it can create butterflies in the stomach. So be very careful there. This can also create romantic involvement, it can create new relationships, because Mars is desire, and you can act on the basis of your desire. You would want to create, you will become very creative, and you would want to force your creativity. Now that can be a big problem. Avoid ego clashes. Children's education will become one area where your expenses will increase, because after all it's your 12th lord. Chanting Hanuman mantra, Om Hanumate Namah, will be very, very helpful. Gemini. For Gemini, Mars transit in Hasta Nakshatra will be in the 4th house, because 4th house hosts Virgo. Now when Mars is in this particular nakshatra, it can create restlessness in your domestic environment, in your home. Although Mercury's presence in Cancer will stabilize this to a certain extent, but still some events can happen where you are trying to force your opinion, or you are trying to prove or discuss your point of view to an extent where you are thinking that you are telling them in a right manner, but people are not understanding. So that can be a problem. Property related disputes can be it can be a case here. Marriage related disputes can be a case. Events, small things, small ego clashes in your home can disturb your home environment. So in this case, the recommendation will be to show a lot of patience, resilience, do a lot of shanti, and if possible, wear a silver locket and chant Chandra mantra, Om Som Somai Namah. For Cancer Ascendant, Mars transit in Hasta Nakshatra will be in your 3rd house. This 3rd house Moon Nakshatra transit makes you very creative, like a craftsman, and it gives you the ability, it gives you the courage, the power, and you would be very vocal in your opinion, and this is going to be very, very positive. But the moment you cross a certain limit, the moment you try to prove that your logic is the right logic, then this will give rise to conflicts. You need to be very, very careful. And if possible, on every Tuesday, do some donations, especially to people who use their hands, like handicraft men, artisans, and painters. Somebody who needs support, you should support them. Third house, Hasta Nakshatra Mangal, can also create a lot of noise and chatter related to property, real estate between siblings. So just be careful when you're talking with your siblings. Sometimes you need to control your emotions and not joke beyond a certain limit. Leo. For Leo, Mars transit in Hasta will be in the second house. Mars is your fourth lord and ninth lord. So this means this is going to drive sales. It is going to give you a lot of power. So your sales pitch, your pitch to say businessmen for ventures, for capitals, for investment will be very good, but this is going to create a lot of roughness or harshness in your voice. You need to be very soft like moon, and in this case, praying to Bhagwan Shiva by chanting Om Namah Shivaya, and praying to Bhagwan Moon Chandradev by chanting Om Som Somaya Namah will be helpful. Remember, when Mars is in the second house in Hasta Nakshatra, for Leo, Mars can create food-related allergies. It can create unnecessary expenses also. In the name of investment, you may end up spending. Be very wise with money. For Virgo ascendant, Mars will rule your third house. Mars rules your eighth house. It's 8th house, and 8th from 8th is ruled by Mars. And for you, Mars will be on your first house in Hasta Nakshatra. So it will impact greatly to the people who have a planet in Hasta Nakshatra or ascendant in Hasta Nakshatra. This can make you high on energy, but it can increase irritation. And you need to be very, very careful with your impulsive action, especially action that are emotional driven. Transformation of self-image is very much possible. And pray to Ma Bhagavati by chanting Om Dum Durgaya Namah, or Bhagwan Mahadev by chanting Om Namah Shivaya. Shiva Shakti Upasana. A Mangal Havan is recommended for people who have a negative Mars, and if you are a Virgo ascendant or Virgo moon sign. Libra. Now in case of Libra, Mars will be in Hasta Nakshatra in your 12th house, and therefore this is going to give you a chance of spiritual retreat. This is going to force you emotionally to find a way to escape the problems that you are in, and maybe go to a foreign country, maybe go for a travel. You just want some relief, and that's what Mars and Hasta will do to you. Expenses may rise, and you just have to be a little careful, because when Mars goes in Hasta, you tend up to speak more and or act more. This can create drama in your life, and with Mars aspecting the 7th house, it can impact married life and your personal life. So be very careful here. Just you need to control your ego, control your anger. It's not very negative, but usually Mars in the 12th house means loss of energy. So you may feel a little lethargic, you may feel a little low on energy. In this case, pray to Bhagwan Hanuman by chanting Hanuman Chalisa and be very proactive. For Scorpio, this is Mars transit in your 11th house in the Hasta Nakshatra. This shows gain, this shows success, because if Mars is in Hasta, Mars is in Chandra Nakshatra. So this is going to be something that will make you very ambitious, but it can on one side give you networking, but on the other side it can take you away from your friends. So you need to balance both, while Mars is kind of helping you gain more money, especially if you are doing anything with your hand, if you are very creative, if you are a painter, musician, artist. This is a very good time for you. For Sagittarius ascendant, Mars transit is very unique because Mars is the ruler of 5th house and 12th house, and Mars will be in Hasta in the 10th house. This gives you great career boost, and work related travels will happen. This will give you career related success. You will be able to be more vocal and more creative with your career. It will make you do things that you will be proud of. It will increase your revenue, and it is also going to increase your responsibility. So you need to regulate it and fight it hard. If you are very active in your career, good for you. But if you are kind of retired, or if you want to live a little laid back life, then it may trouble you. For elderly, it may create knee related issues. So you need to be active. This is not the time to relax. Praying to Bhagwan Hanumanji by chanting Hanuman Chalisa and visiting Hanuman temple is a good remedy. For Capricorn, Mars will be in the 9th house in Hasta Nakshatra. Good for traveling, good for teaching, good for creative work, good for fire related rituals, spiritual purposes. Just that you will have to be a little careful, because you may be more angry and you may be more rigid about your own ideology, your own point of view, and that can create conflict with others. So be little gentle, try to learn more, and this is the time to be more and more humble, drinking water from a copper vessel if your health permits, and that will be a very good remedy. And also praying to Ma Bhagavati by chanting Devi Suktam is a good remedy. After all, it's a good positive Mars transit. Just don't let it waste by fighting for things that are not good for you. Aquarius ascendant. In case of Aquarius, Mars is the ruler of 3rd house and 10th house. And for you, Mars is planet of action, and this Mars goes in your 8th house, and this can give you sudden challenges, unexpected gains, unexpected losses also. Some hidden issues may resurface, and this can create some challenge in the partnership, but I won't say this is a bad transit. I will say that this is the transit where the change happens because you want it. And if you become more rigid, if you hold your foot down, and if you fight for justice, you will get it. Just ensure that putting your foot down and being stubborn are two different things. In this case, praying to Mahadev by chanting Om Namah Shivaya is a very good remedy. For Pisces, Mars transit will be in the 7th house, and 7th house Hasta Nakshatra transit can be a little rough for marriage. But what you have to do is you will have to focus on more partnerships, being more humble, and maybe speaking your heart out, but in a polite manner. You can't be very harsh in this case. You need to avoid dominance, and any partnership that develops now can be good if you are diplomatic. In this case, your channelization of the emotional energy is very important. So pray to Bhagwan Chandradev by chanting Om Chandramase Namaha. I am on Patreon, and Patreon is a platform where I will upload interesting videos where you can learn astrology. Connect with me on Patreon and we will grow, and I will give you much more deep insights on Vedic astrology, and lot more secrets will be shared there.